Pricing has always been the attractive side of Baofeng radios, but things get sweeter with the better build quality and performance of radios like the GMRS-9R. There are improvements here that go beyond the CCR stereotype for Baofeng radios. These are visible in several aspects like the programming, firmware, and even visually with the casing and design. It has an IP67 rating, which means it is dustproof and waterproof, to the point of surviving if submerged in water for up to 30 minutes. Interestingly, while most of Baofeng's promotional material call it IP67, the manual lists it as IP57, and that is something of a preview of the quality of the manual. They've done better in recent years, but it's still a long way before their manual quality actually catches up. To keep the HD waterproof, components like the battery charging port and programming port have a tight fit. The flap on the side for the programming cable comes with a screw to keep it firmly in place. Although it fits snugly, the 2800 mAh battery is fairly easy to remove and replace. Many packages of this radio include 2 batteries, so you can have the radio working while one battery sits in the cradle and charges. Though this is a likable solution, repeated use is likely to weaken the waterproofing seal over time. That's not really this radio's fault. That's just how things work. The front of the GMRS radio shows a clear screen and a backlit and rubberized keypad. As with much of the newer crop of Baofeng radios, this one too says goodbye to the old rubber ducky antenna and embraces a whip antenna. Some packaging also includes an 18.8-inch ABRI tactical antenna for improved performance. Other accessories include a charging dock and ABRI microphone. What's conspicuously missing, however, is the programming cable. The radio works with chirp, but you'll need to purchase the cable separately, although you might be able to use it right out of the box since it isn't programmed to narrowband or proprietary tones. Also, it does have a strange quirk. When scanning, it will stop whenever it encounters a NOAA channel. You could set it to skip NOAA channels in scanning, but that will require programming. Moving on, the rated maximum RF power output for this radio is 5 watts, with the maximum at 0.5 watt. Though, as with most cheap radios, the max RF output can be variable and might be lower than the advertised number. When it comes to the competition, it would be only natural to compare it to another famous waterproof and budget GMRS, the Baofeng UV9G. Practically, both of these are the same radio and even share the same FCC ID. Baofeng GMRS-9R simply happens to be in a more modern housing. Overall, Baofeng GMRS-9R is a decent and well-priced GMRS radio. It's sturdy, waterproof, and generally useful to anyone who wants a reliable GMRS transceiver on a budget. To sum up what we like is the attractive pricing. It's rated IP67 dustproof and waterproof. Backlit display and keypad. The battery is easy to remove and change, and it's programmable via chirp. On the downside, there is no programming cable in box, and the manual is not that great. Our ratings for features is 7.5 out of 10. Value for money, 8.5 out of 10. Signal quality, 7.5 out of 10. Ease of use, 8 out of 10, for an overall rating of 8 out of 10.